Thank you so much for clicking this link. Listen, this 10-minute training video is important. It's important for a number of reasons. Your life, what we're about to talk about, your business, it is your occupation. It's the place you spend a lot of time sacrificing away from family. Your work that you do has meaning and has purpose. If I can get you to understand your why in your business, you will do it from a different level of energy. You see, what I'm about to teach is called EOS, the Entrepreneurial Operating System, but at the end of the day, it's just a system to manage energy. Before you know it, in 10 years, your life would just have passed by. If you haven't done it with purpose and meaning, you may find yourself, like I was, really frustrated at the progress that I made over the course of 10 years. You see, back then, I had about 10 locations. I was separated from my wife. I was drinking all the time to deal with the stress and then anxiety and fear, frankly. I wasn't making hardly any money. And I was fed up. And I found the book Traction. This book radically changed my life. Within 3 short years, my 10-year goal was achieved. 100 million in sales, grew to 78 locations from 105 people to 450. I had exponential growth. I 10x'd myself. Yeah, I got sober in the process. I did some amazing things. I took my family to Costa Rica for several years. I built my dream life. And you should be able to do it too. Everything I'm going to teach you is not rocket science. I'm going to teach you the fundamentals of EOS and how to do it. And I hope to inspire you to make a decision for yourself, your life. You see, there is such thing as heaven on earth, and that is doing what you love with people you love. And if you can't do that, why even bother? There are 6 core components of any business. And in EOS, it all starts with our vision. It's answering, frankly, just 8 questions. What are your core values? Basically, who your company is, not who you're aspiring to be. Your company already has core values. We discover those and help you be more of that. We have a process to navigate that. What is your core focus? This is what you're super passionate about. The ideal client. Who are you laser focused at serving? What is your 10-year target? Now, 10-year target, a lot of the clients that I work with are BHAGs, big, audacious, hairy goals. The difference between a big, giant goal and a small goal is there's a lot of ways to reach small goal. You have many, many options. But if you commit to a BHAG, you have limited of ways to get there. Less options means more focus. It's very easy to have lots of different small ideas come to fruition. But listen, if you want a big, audacious, hairy goal, your team will find out how to do it. What is your marketing strategy? What is your proven process to get a customer? We're going to help you navigate that. What is your 3-year picture? And that is just closing your eyes and imagining this big, audacious, hairy goal that you're working on. What are you going to need? What members of the team are you going to need? Are you going to need a new facility? Are you going to need new partnerships? Understanding what that is how we move forward. When you're playing, all right, now we have a 3-year picture. We have an idea what's going to be needed. What can we do in the next 12 months that gets us closer to our 10-year vision? Then it's, what are our quarterly rocks? What do we need to do this quarter? And last but not least, what are our issues? These 8 questions go into a single document called the Vision Traction Organizer. This is where we're going and how we're going to get there. The most important component is the people component, the right people in the right seats. How you get there, you build an accountability chart. You make sure that you are doing what you love. And you want to do it with those that you love. And how do you do that? You get people that love to do the work. And if they don't love to do it, they are not going to GWC the role, which is get it, want it, and have the capacity for it. That's why most accountability charts have a visionary. This is a big idea person. They have big relationships. They probably even built the business. And they may have found themselves in an integrator role, working with people in the trenches. And that's not something a visionary loves to do. That's why if you can find an integrator who loves to work with people, good at executing the mission, your 2-page document, your VTO, those 8 questions, if you can get that person, that's rocket fuel when a visionary and integrator are in sync. And then, of course, we need the other levels of the organization, someone in sales and marketing, someone in ops, and someone in finance, all of them doing their 5 roles in that function. That's the people component. We have a process to navigate that with you. A scorecard. Every business has a set of numbers, 5 to 15 numbers that give you a pulse of the business. Next, issues. How do you handle issues? IDS. Identify, discuss, and solve. There's a process to solve problems for good. The EOS process will navigate that for you. The process component means documenting the 20% of the processes that yield 80% of the results and making sure they're followed by all. Last, and the most important thing I'm going to teach you right now is traction. That is, there's 2 tools that we use to get what you want out of your vision traction organizer, and that is your meeting pulse. A 90-minute meeting every single week with your leadership team following an agenda. I'm going to put the agenda on the screen, but if you simply started tomorrow, got your team together and did a 90-minute meeting and you followed the process of a level 10 meeting, you will get more out of your business than anything else I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is going all the way. I'm not talking about messing around with just a meeting. I'm talking about by you having a VTO, a vision traction organizer, that you are navigating with weekly with a 90-minute meeting, and then every single quarter going in an offsite. And these are the things I do. I'm a facilitator, I'm a teacher, and I am a coach. And when I'm in the room with you, I'm asking you some difficult questions. I am there to help teach you the disciplines of EOS, because at the end of the day, this is nothing different than an exercise program. You have to have the discipline in order to do the things that you want to have. That's what EOS is, a set of disciplines, and it's the meeting pulse. It's a meeting every week for 90 minutes, and every single quarter on an offsite working on the business. And last but not least, these rocks. These are 3 to 7 key priorities that you're going to work on every single quarter to get you closer to your 10-year vision. If you made it this far, thank you for having the awareness and paying attention to the future of your life and your business. This is what I do, folks. If you'd like some more information, you can do a couple of things. You can read this book. You can try to persuade your team to read this book too. Good luck with that. Or you can book a 90-minute meeting with me. I'm going to make this book come alive, either in person or on Zoom. And I'm going to teach you all these tools in depth so you'll have an understanding how to put this into action. Whether you work with me or do it on your own, make a decision for your 10-year future and put these disciplines in practice. Good luck, and I hope to connect with you soon.